I remember the first time I dunked a basketball. I was 16 and finally did it one day after practice. I was so excited, and ever since that time I've just loved dunking. And for a guy that was 6'2", I had pretty good hops in high school, pretty good jumper, but nothing like some of the people you see today. So after high school, I would play city league tournaments, church ball, pickup games at the rec center, play with friends, and I loved dunking. I would do it pretty consistently. And that even went into my 30s. It was okay doing it. So once I got to 40, something changed. It started to get harder to dunk. My vertical was slowly declining little by little, and I found I wasn't doing it as often. If I was dunking, sometimes in my 40s, it would be if I had like a breakaway, no one was guarding me, if the ball was nice and grippy, if the floor was bouncy, the rim might be a little bit low, and if Saturn and Venus were lined up, then everything would work. But it was just very rare, few and far between when I'd be able to do that. And usually when I dunk it like that, it would be essentially a layup where my fingers grab the rim after, instead of the one where you get the big red bruise from dunking like I did when I was younger. The last time I was able to dunk a ball was when I was 48. That was 5 years ago. When I was younger, I had a goal that I wanted to be able to dunk a basketball when I was 50. Unfortunately, I forgot about that. It's been about 5 years since I've done it, and I've missed that goal. I'm turning 54 next month, and so I thought, what are the odds if I'd be able to dunk a ball when I'm 54? And it's been a long time. Now, I know some people that you look at, like Dr. J in his 60s, he's still dunking. Keep in mind, though, he's a professional athlete. He's 6'7", and he's Dr. J. So I know it's a lot harder for me to do something like that than it would be for some retired guy like Vince Carter, who's probably going to be dunking in his 80s, and I wouldn't be surprised. So last month I was a little curious, and I measured my vertical jump. I did it with a one step in instead of a standing on 2 feet, and it wasn't a running one, but just the one step in. Got all the way up to 19 inches, so you could stick a piece of Texas toast under my feet when I got up there. So definitely have lost a lot since high school days. Some of the other challenges I have now when it comes to jumping, I get pain in my hip if I play too long, my feet hurt, knees, lower back, sometimes hamstrings, so there's just a variety of rotating injuries and things that cause discomfort if I go too hard. And on top of that, I'm a good 25 pounds heavier than I was in my dunking prime, which is probably all muscle. Okay, obviously it's not all muscle. So I missed my original goal of being able to dunk a basketball when I'm 50. I'm going to try it for when I'm 54, and I'm shooting for a goal from 10 weeks out from today, so that'll be mid-October, and that'll give me some time to do a little bit of training, to slowly build up, hopefully avoid any injuries, and to drop a little weight at the same time. So it's going to take some effort to pull that off, as well as a little bit of luck. And it's not just a physical issue either. I found that it's more of a mental issue than it is. It's more mind over matter. If I can actually see it happening, it's going to be a lot easier than if I'm just saying, who am I kidding? So the reason I'm making this video is really just to get some accountability. I don't have the motivation unless I kind of put this out there and I'm held accountable with it. So I'll give an update next month to see how things are going, and then mid-October we'll see if I can dunk a basketball again as an old 54-year-old man at 6'2". So we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I can always delete this video.